Like, congratulations on making it to the semifinals. I wanted to ask about this Inferno game, first of all, because at the end, you know, it got pretty close, and you guys, it seemed like you were exploiting their kind of like passiveness on B, even in a couple of disadvantages that you turned around, and it seemed like that was the key for you winning the game. Can you tell me about the decisions, you know, made in those last few rounds?
I think a lot of decisions were made on air by Electronic, but overall we had a game plan to really good control the map in a really good way, in a very comfortable way. And I think we were not good enough in terms of understanding where they have a stack. And because of that, we had some issues. Sometimes we were really fast, sometimes we forgot about the smoke. So you must play for a long time with the same lineup to have a perfect understanding, because now some mistakes there were on the T side. On B side, I think it's for T side, I think it's overpowered to go B side.
Tell me about where Inferno falls in your map pool. I mean, obviously you've been it's been a very popular pick for you guys, and even at the beginning, you know, when you were trying to introduce NPL, that was the map that he was stepping in for at first. So tell me about your thoughts on the map overall as well, because the T side is definitely shifted towards the T side in recent times.
Yeah, we picked it 4 times, and we won 3 times, like versus Liquid, versus Cloud9, and here we lost only to G2. But I think at that day we were a little bit scared of them, or not scared, but you know, not confident enough in some situations. Versus such team, you must do everything really confident and at the proper timing. When we lose the situations on the map, they take care of this, they control this, and then they take round after round, and you go a little bit tilted. Imagine how players like Electronic, Simple, they always on top, and such team is some team is winning really confident against them. So for us, Inferno is really good choice, because we played it even before NPL, and it's really important to have good banana on Inferno. And NPL doesn't have any influence, huge influence on Inferno and Banana. So it was easy to pick this map. Also, he played his positions on CT and T that he played in Navi Junior. So yeah, it's just a comfortable map. I think now our pool a little bit weak, and that's why we're picking Inferno.
Now that you mentioned NPL, you know, it's been definitely his best map so far with Navi. Do you think it comes down to just him being comfortable in positions, or why do you think he's maybe not as able to put up those numbers on other maps?
I think this is really easy map to understand, and that's why it's very much more comfortable for him to play. If you compare it to Nuke, for example, he didn't play it in Navi Junior, but he played it a lot on practice. I see how he progresses, but I see also the difference between Inferno and Nuke, where he's can't understand how macro works actually. But we did a huge analysis after last map. I think now he's much better there.
Just tell me about Heroic as well. I mean, historically it's been very close, and obviously lately they've been in really good form. How good do you think are your chances in your current form, and how they are looking?
I think we have a good chances versus Heroic, and even good chances in the grand final. No matter who will be there, because grand final is it's a different type of games, and we have players who can shine in grand finals. So in terms of Heroic, they are in a really good shape. For me it's kind of similar like G2. They were looking for their game, to find a place among top teams last year. A lot of fails. Eventually, they changed player, like G2. I actually realized, for example, I realized yesterday that somebody made a tweet that Cyprash Flames was playing in Antwerp, and 4 of the players in a really good teams like Huxi, Jabi. And I actually forgot that Jabi is from Flames, but so he's a really good addition. And now Heroic also SG2 won 1 event, I think 1. Yeah, I mean G2 also won 1. And this is something that was last piece they need, like a confidence. Finally, we can be the best team, and yeah, they are one step higher now.
Thank you very much. Good luck moving forward.